Good morning, my YouTube family. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time you come in contact with this video. No, this is Angela, and if you're here for the first time, I just want to welcome you to this channel. You know, let us tag along for the journey. Whatever journey that God has us on, let us not just look at what we see, but having faith to receive that which we hope for, that which we believe, that we are trusting God for. Let us just press and not be weary along the journey. Now, this morning, it was like playing in my mind, about how sometimes we look at persons and we see them. We see persons, they are looking all well, they're looking fine, them dress well, them have a smile. But what we don't see is their heart, and we don't see their pain, and we don't see their suffering, because like some people will say that they're pretending, like people pretend, they pretend, and that is why you would have persons look a particular way, but they're going through a lot. It's not, for me, I would say it's not about pretending. I would say it's about learning to live and not just spilling and going here and going there and complaining about what you're going through. Over the years, I've learned how to live. I've grown up poor, and I have always told myself that I have vision. I have vision from I was small, not staying where I am as a child, but always believing that even if you don't have family members that will give you what you want, God has blessed you with 10 fingers. He has blessed you with two hands. And if you really watch motivational videos, sometimes you see persons using their feet, and so we have no excuse. So, don't underestimate your power to say something nice to someone, because you don't really know what that person is going through. Don't quick to judge, don't quick to cast down, don't quick to put that person down, because you don't really know what the person is going through. And persons have a way of going through their storm and not allowing the storm to be on the outside. You're in darkness. Like, there was a time I lived in the dark for a very long time, but I have light. But like when I come out and I goes to work, I don't look like I'm in the dark. First of all, we always use iron, plug in iron and iron. And I have a little iron. When I tell myself that I will never throw it away. You understand? I get up early. I use my stove and put the iron on it and iron. So I don't look like my darkness that I'm in. And I make sure, go to stores where I can get those light that you can always leave in the sun and the sun charge it up. Or I have my lamp with my kerosene oil, and nobody knows. I go to work and nobody knows, because God didn't tell me to go to Dick, Tom and Harry to tell them about what I'm going through. A lot of times, pray, ask the Lord to lead you to who you are to go through, or ask the Lord to let who to help you come to you. because we are living in a world that is unkind, and a lot of uncaring is out there, where we don't care for each other as we should. And we become selfish because of what we go through, and it is selfish in the way that I am protecting my peace, I'm protecting, my surrounding. I'm not gonna come and let you overthrow, what my space, and so we don't let in anyone. We don't let in anyone because of the many hurt that we have been through. And sometimes we are hurting and we don't want to let other persons know because we're protecting our space. But I am encouraging you today that pray and ask the Lord to lead you to the right person to talk to, and the right person to help you to go through that situation, because no man is an island and no man stands alone. When I used to hear that, I used to think that, I didn't know that it was in Ecclesiastic, and I thought it was just a phrase. But we need each other. We need each other. We need each other to go through what we have to go through. And I want you to know that today, no matter what you go through, no matter what besetting you, hold on to the unchanging hands of the Lord. Don't just say you are there to fix yourself, because I strongly believe that we cannot fix ourselves. We have to either watch motivational videos, or we find persons that have wisdom enough to counsel us and help us out of that place. And as we push in this era that we're in, you realize a lot of self, me, myself, and I. I can do without people. But when you really check the ratings, we do need people. We need persons. We just need wisdom to make the right decision. But we need people, because if we have to work, people gonna hire us. If we have to do a business, then we need people to come in and support our business. And as I grow and as I learn, not only growing in just growing, but as I grow, right? As I grow physically, I realize my wisdom is getting stronger, and I learn how to observe and to really settle into that observation in order to interpret and apply correctly, and talking while observing. You cannot be talking while you're observing, because you're listening. You're not gonna listen and correspond the way or you ought to correspond. And so sometimes silence is best. That in that time of observation, you really are listening and trusting the Lord to make the right decision. So those are my few words of encouragement today. I do have a lot of videos that like topics, but for some reason the time in putting out my videos right now, it's not really coming together. And so what I am doing is, when I reach to my destination, I will just pop in a little video while I'm about to leave the car. So God bless you, and God keep you, and God continue to shine his precious face upon you, and give you the peace and the love that we need to share and care about each other. Peace and love.